Check one, two, check one, two. What's up, everybody? Hey, if you can hear me, this is Derek Bros, day 25 of the Liberate Your Mind West Coast tour. We are winding down the last couple days of the West Coast tour as we head back to Houston, Texas. Tonight we are in Santa Fe, New Mexico for our event. We're hanging out with our friend Tim. He's our volunteer, and he's the only person who showed up so far. We're getting to know him a little bit better. But before I tell you a little bit about what we've been up to lately and what we have coming up these last couple days, please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Maybe a smile, maybe a heart, maybe a picture of a little boat on like riding an ocean wave or a train or something cool like that. Be creative. But let me know you can hear me okay, and then I will continue rambling for you. Also, once you can hear me all right, please do comment below and let everyone know where you're listening from. Cool, thumbs up. Let everybody know where you're listening from, where you're tuned in from, and if you see anybody in your area, connect to them. Maybe search for people near you on freedomcells.org to see who you can connect with locally, how you guys can build power from the ground up and start creating systems that represent the health and the wealth of our communities and the things that we actually want to see in the world. In addition to that, if you don't mind sharing this out a little bit, that would be greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, I will not be able to share this tonight because I am locked out of my the one Facebook account that I do have left, a sort of sock puppet account that I use to post on the Conscious Resistance and our partners, The Mind Unleashed. I have been locked out of that. And in addition to this, I believe I've just found out that The Mind Unleashed, a page with 9 million likes and 9 million followers, 8 million something likes, has just been purged from Facebook. I went to the website. I didn't see any news about it. I've searched all my friends. Anybody who's watching, can you go ahead and search on your Facebook and see, does The Mind Unleashed pop up? Not The Mind Unleashed Plush or The Mind Unleashed Art or any of these other pages, but The Mind Unleashed with 8 million, 9 million followers. Of course, the other news of the day is that today Alex Jones, who I'm not a really huge fan of, Alex Jones and InfoWars were purged from YouTube, Facebook, Apple, Spotify, Pinterest, and all these other private companies, which as private companies, they have the freedom to do so and to decide who can use their platform. That's what we do when we play by their rules and sign their terms of service. We let them decide if we are able to use it. However, it is still disturbing, especially when you consider how close these companies are tied to the U.S. government and to how Google, not only is Google working on like this Project Maven helping develop drones, Amazon helping do facial recognition for the CIA and for the DARPA, but now Google announcing that they're going to start helping with internet censorship in China, which ultimately will probably be used here in the United States. So, yeah, my point is, the independent media is under attack, and for those of you who've heard me speak on this tour and heard the Pyramid of Power speech, which is a 2-hour brand new presentation that I'm really excited to share, those who've heard it in Texas and the Midwest and now almost everybody on the West Coast, except for our friends coming up here in Colorado, you know what we're talking about here. This part of this Pyramid of Power is the attack on independent media, and it has been done through the fake news meme. It's been done through a number of different avenues, and a big part of that is limiting our reach, which is why now that The Mind Unleashed is gone, I do not have the ability to blast this message to those 8 to 9 million people. And even then, that 8 to 9 million people are not even seeing it. The Mind Unleashed was still a big page, but 90% of their reach was being reduced. Our page, we have 39,000 followers. I've been stuck on 39,000 followers on Facebook for more than a year. That number is, so they're screwing with the numbers. I know we have more than that people who are paying attention and who have been seeing this page and seeing the work, and I fully believe our numbers are suppressed, and I'm sure it won't be long before all of the independent thought will be purged from these platforms. So it's important, if you want to follow and support, to please follow at theconsciousresistance.com. Don't rely on Facebook or YouTube or any of these Google platforms. Follow my personal page on steemit.com/@dbros, or just go to theconsciousresistance.com and sign up for our monthly newsletter. I'm going to start sending that monthly newsletter out more often. Also, you can sign up for my text list at remind.com/DB as in Derek Bros, DB Journo as in journalism. So that's DBJOURNO. Remind.com/join/DB Journo. And I'll type that in later for anybody who wants to join. But we need to think of ways to stay connected to each other, and that's a big part of what we're talking about on this tour in the Pyramid of Power, is getting people to look at the pharmaceutical system, the education system, the corporate media, and how the fake news meme and now this purging of independent thought is one of the biggest steps towards moving towards totalitarianism. There will no longer be counter narratives. There won't be voices who can actually push back against, hey, this is a chemical attack, you should just trust us as we go to war, and things of that sort. So as I've been doing the West Coast tour, I've seen my friend Nick Burnaby, who's the founder of the Anti-Media, my friend Jason Bassler, who's the founder of the Free Thought Project, my friend Jake Anderson, who's a writer for the Anti-Media, just a number of other activists and independent journalists, and this conversation continues to come up as people are trying to figure out, what the heck do we do? They are suppressing our reach on these platforms. Now they're purging our pages, they're shutting down our channels, and people are not going to find us in the Google search engines if they only use those search engines. That's why it's so important for you to use things like DuckDuckGo or StartPage and other platforms that are not controlled and not spying on you. So yeah, that's a big part of what we're doing here. But I don't want to focus on the doom and gloom. We are here just in the Santa Fe, Taos, New Mexico area for one night, and it doesn't look like we have too much support here other than Tim, who was gracious enough to host us. And we'll be here tonight. Gonna go get some groceries, find somewhere to stay the night, and then tomorrow we're headed to Colorado Springs, and I'm very excited to be in Colorado Springs for two reasons. One, I've never been. Well, actually multiple reasons. I've never been. The other reason is that we're going to be doing our event at a cannabis church, which is kind of exciting. I hope to do some video and let people hear about this and what it's all about. But also because we'll be joined by my friend Lynn Ulbricht, who is, of course, the mother of Ross Ulbricht, who is currently serving 2 life sentences plus 40 years for his alleged role in the Silk Road online marketplace, and he is, being punished by the state for choosing to create something outside of their hands. And those of you who followed me for a long time, you know that I was at Ross's trial, and I was at the court hearings and the sentencing, and witnessed everything, and he was royally screwed over, and the government continues to keep it secret what exactly was happening and what their agents were up to and who was up to what. And so it's pretty obvious that Ross was screwed over in multiple ways. And what affects Ross affects all of us, because what they did to him is not just about him, but about the future of internet safety and privacy and digital privacy and security. So it's really important. So tomorrow in Colorado Springs, Lynn Ulbricht will be joining us to talk about Ross's story and then gathering petitions for her next effort. Some of you may know that most recently their petition to the Supreme Court to have Ross's sentencing heard by the Supreme Court was denied. So they are kind of pursuing some of the next options. And Lynn is determined to keep fighting for her son, so she will keep fighting. And if you've never heard of this story, please do look up freeross.org, freeross, ROSS.org, to find out more about that. And then after that, we'll be ending the Liberate Your Mind West Coast tour in Denver, Colorado on Wednesday night, and then starting to make our way back home. But we're excited for both those stops, Colorado Springs and Denver. And if all goes well, then we continue to partner with Smart Cash and with Bitcoin.com, who've been supporting us on this tour, and we're very thankful. We will be touring the East Coast. I'm going to just say that there's a slight possibility it might not happen, but all things considered, everything should work out great and fine, and we will be traveling the East Coast all of September. But I'll let you guys know as soon as possible if anything changes. Other than that, if you want Smart Cash, if you want Bitcoin Cash, please contact me. I'm giving away free Bitcoin Cash and Smart Cash. Bitcoin Cash coming from Bitcoin.com and Smart Cash coming from the Smart Cash team. And if you want to know more about either of those, check out Bitcoin.com or smartcash.cc. But if you're interested in getting introduced to this, I can send it to you via text or email, and you can get introduced to this new cryptocurrencies, and do so by emailing me at derek@theconsciousresistance.com, and I'll hook you up. So I'm going to be giving away $5 worth of Smart Cash to 50 different people, and I have plenty of Bitcoin Cash as well to give away to people. We're giving it away on the tour, but if you want to contact me as well as part of this promotional, way to help other people get out of the economic system and start opting out and creating solutions in their lives, then you can email me at derek@theconsciousresistance.com. Thank you guys so much for the support. It's not always fun on the road. It's exhausting. It's hot. It's dealing with the road itself and the cars and just the stress of being out here, but it's always worth it to meet you guys and to get to know you a little bit better. So thank you for all that you do and for coming to share time and space with us. Hope to see you on the road. Much love and appreciation coming your way. Stay plugged into theconsciousresistance.com in case we disappear off Facebook and YouTube. No matter what happens, I will never stop working to spread truth and free minds. So you can always find me at theconsciousresistance.com. Thank you so much. Remember, you are powerful, you are beautiful, you are free. Peace.